Hello everyone, welcome. What is Maya? Upanishads have defined the ultimate reality Brahman as Satyam Jnanam Anantam or existence, consciousness, infinity. So by definition, Brahman is changeless or actionless because if it changes or disappears and reappears, what it disappeared into would be more real and therefore more absolutely true than Brahman would be. Therefore, Brahman as the absolute or ultimate reality cannot change and hence cannot create the world. Then what does? Maya in the presence of Brahman. But you may ask why? Well, why not? If Brahman was unable to create, we could not say that Brahman is limitless or infinity, right? So why not? Well, then, what is Maya? Let us dig deeper. Maya is an important and also an intricate subject or concept to be understood. Maya is the mysterious power of Brahman, which makes the real appear as something which it is not. Maya is an impersonal, insentient, inert, material principle that is neither existent nor non-existent. So, Maya apparently exists prior to creation with Brahman, the material principle and the consciousness principle together. They are inseparable, even though Maya is a second order or a dependent reality. You cannot separate ornament from gold, but gold exists on its own without the ornament. That's the analogy. Maya makes the impossible possible. The presence of Brahman plus Maya creates the world out of itself. It is more accurate to say that the world appears in Brahman and as Brahman. Maya is also known as the universal mind, the universal ignorance, the universal causal body or nature. Vedanta defines Maya as avyakrita namarupa, the unmanifest names and forms, which becomes the cause of the manifest names and forms. You may ask, Brahman should not have any parts at all. How is Maya a part? The answer is that a not real part or an apparently real part or mithya part, being mithya is as good as not a part. What is mithya cannot be counted or taken as substantial. It is experienced but cannot be counted like the shadow of the body, which is inseparable from the body. Shadow will have all the features of the body but cannot be counted as a second entity. Shadow cannot exist without the body, but body can exist without the shadow. So what is the relationship between Brahman and Maya? None. Shadow is body, but body is not the shadow. Maya operates in three modes or three energies. These are known as gunas or ropes in Vedantic lingo. The three aspects, powers, energies of Maya are 1. The power of projection or imagination called Vikshepa Shakti or Prana Shakti or Kriya Shakti or Ichcha Shakti. Projection of what is false or error. Rajas, the energy principle. 2. The power of concealment, resistance or veiling called Avarana Shakti, Dravya Shakti, concealment of what is true, tamas. Avarana means cloud in Sanskrit, the material principle. And 3, the power of grace, the revealing power, the balancing power, called Prakasha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, creator, grace, Ishvara, Sattva, the knowledge principle, which controls the other 2 powers. Sattva is the guna that hangs on to Sat, means truth. Brahman can only reflect and manifest in Sattva, mind, as existence and consciousness. Brahman can only manifest in matter as mere existence. The first 2 powers are part of ignorance, avidya, and the last one is part of knowledge, vidya. Ignorance and knowledge both reside in Maya or mind. The projecting power creates everything from the subtle universe to the gross universe, and the veiling power hides the truth. This is very similar to our individual dream. Waker's mind is sattva, dream is rajas, and the ignorance with which the dream character operates is tamas. A sage, upon receiving grace through pure sattva, overcomes the veiling power and sees the real as real, but still enjoys the projecting power like a lucid waker. For him, the world is real as Brahman. With respect to the rope snake example, failure to see it's a rope is veiling, avarana. Jumping to the conclusion it's a snake is projection, vikshepa. And seeing the rope as rope is prakasha or jnana. To dwell on these 3 forces of Maya, the creation of any object always involves 3 aspects. Knowledge, which comes from the light principle, sattva. Activity, which comes from active or energetic principle, rajas. And inert matter, which comes from the principle of inertia, tamas. Tamas, inertia, is the element of resistance. If there was no tamas, nothing in the world would remain static. If you were to throw a rock in the air, it would keep moving for eternity. Rajas is the force of movement. It is the opposite of tamas. Tamas stops all movement and also conceals the truth. Rajas generates movement. Sattva is the 3rd quality, the balancing principle. It is like a triangle with 2 corners at the base of and 1 above. Sattva is the corner at the top of the triangle. One may say that sattva balances the 2 corners at the base of the triangle. Sattva, the balancing force, is referred to as the controlling, sustaining, or neutral power called Vishnu. Rajas as the projecting, generating power called Brahma, and tamas as the concealing, resisting, destructive, regenerating power called Shiva in yogic or religious tradition. God stands for generative, operative, and destructive powers, God. Whenever the balance among these 3 gunas or energies of the material principle is disturbed for any reason, Brahman apparently manifests the world through Maya. Maya functions through 2 dominant modes of ignorance. Root ignorance or simply ignorance, called Mula Vidya, Karana Ajnana, causal ignorance, root ignorance, veiling, caused by tamas, and individual ignorance, called Stula Vidya, Karya Ajnana, false projection, error, misunderstanding, confusion, lack of clarity, caused by rajas. Root ignorance is the cause of creation. Our reactions to external objects are the cause of individual ignorance. Maya also means appearance, as if something appears to be one way but is really another. Maya is appearance without any origination or birth. Maya feels real for those who are in it. It is indescribable for those trying to understand it. Non-existent for those who have gone beyond it. Maya should fulfill four conditions: that whose existence is negated, that whose origination or birth is negated, that whose experiencing and appearance are accepted, and the cause of the appearance and existence is the ignorance. The best example that is given for Maya is darkness. The existence and the origination of darkness cannot be established, but it is experienced. Maya and the world are similar. The literal meaning of the word Maya is not that which is. Maya is experientially existent but factually non-existent. Maya is little different than illusion. Illusion means ill vision, error vision, misperception due to senses, duality. And also delusion. Delusion means dual vision, irrational, moha, misbelief, retention of a wrong notion even when you have an opportunity to know the truth, or even when you are presented with conflicting evidence, dualism. So Maya is different than illusion and delusion. Illusion and delusion are both distortions of reality. In the former case, you perceive the world as other than it is because the evidence is deceptive. In the latter case, you believe the world is other than it is despite the opportunity to test the evidence you are presented with. To clarify further, it is delusional to think that the illusion in our mind is a reality that is outside of our mind. Illusion is misperception and delusion is misbelief. Not knowing whether earth goes around the sun or sun goes around the earth is confusion or illusion. Insistence that the sun goes around the earth is delusion. Illusion is more like Maya, but Maya is more broader. Maya means mystery. The more you probe into it, the more mysterious it becomes. Examples of Maya are mirage water, blue sky, blue waters in the ocean, sunrise, and bent rod in water. We imagine a snake for a rope in the twilight, only to find that it was a rope that was hard to see at first. This is Maya. When we look at a tree processes the white light and rejects green and keeps the remaining 6 colors. So it is made of the remaining six colors but not green. But we say that the tree is green. See the trick of Maya? Meaning of the Sanskrit word Maya is not illusion as it is popularly interpreted. There is no equivalent word for it in English. Maya is real, yet it is not real. It is real in that the real is behind it and gives it its appearance of reality. Yet the reality is never seen, and hence that which is seen is not real, and it has no real independent existence of itself, but is dependent upon the real for its existence. Maya, then, is a paradox, real yet not real, an illusion yet not an illusion. It is undefinable. It is inexplicable. like darkness. Maya is existent like Brahman, but it is changing, but it is changing unlike Brahman. Maya is existent like Brahman, but it is changing unlike Brahman. Maya is what is not, but appears as if it is. He who knows the reality sees in Maya not illusion but reality. He who knows not the reality sees in Maya illusion and thinks it is real. Again, he who knows the reality sees in Maya not illusion but reality. He who knows not the reality sees in Maya illusion and thinks it is real. For the one who goes beyond Maya, Maya ignorance becomes non-existent. Understanding the concept of Maya is the key to liberation or moksha. The illusion of life is more like a stick that is dipped in water. In the water, the stick will appear bent, but when you remove it from the water, it is straight. If you put it back in the water, it will again look bent. The stick even appears bent to the greatest of scientists, who has experimented and who knows that by dipping the stick in water, it does not become bent. Thus, this appearance of crookedness is due to our senses. Our knowledge has nothing to do with it. Just by your knowing that it is straight, the slanted appearance of the stick does not disappear. But by your knowing, you no longer behave as if it is an illusion, that it is bent. You will not believe that the stick is bent, but it only appears to be bent. So, is the world unreal? No. The world is not unreal like a square circle. Square circle is unreal, asatya. But there is a reality to the world. The world experienced by the mind is Maya, which is not real or mithya. The world experienced as consciousness is Brahman, which is real or Satya. The Eastern teaching that the world is illusory is a great misunderstanding. The East teaches that the mind as mind is illusory. And the world created by the mind is bound to be illusory because only an illusion can come out of another illusion. When you look at the world through the mind, then you are looking at existence in parts, in pieces. Thinking means analysis, a breaking up into parts. This is what science does. It analyzes to know. You will lose the beauty of a flower when you want to know it by analysis. The true world, that which is not illusory. But you have not known it yet. You can know it only when you drop all your dreaming. It is not the world that we have to reject. The worldness in the object, the externality in the object, and the not selfhood in the object have to be thrown off. Experience consists of Satchit Ananda Namarupa. It is the Namarupa or names and forms aspect that we have to reject. It is the space-time aspect that we have to reject. How do we get out of Maya, or more precisely, free of Maya? Any thought or feeling or doubt regarding the illusion has to be met not by seeking an answer for it in the same plane of illusion. So, since mind is the only instrument you have, use mind to go beyond mind. One ignorant thought can be eliminated with another wise thought. Going beyond mind is simply eliminating all the misconceptions you have about yourself. Then you stand revealed as the real you, Brahman. Understand and remember or wake up that you are never the mind but always have been and will be Brahman or consciousness. Mind world is Brahman, but Brahman is not the mind world. To quote Ramana Maharshi, the world is Maya. Only Brahman alone is real. Brahman is the world. He means Brahman is the reality of the world. So, the world is Maya. Only Brahman alone is real. Brahman is the world. Thus, the matter is divided into two different levels. On the level of knowing, the stick that is in the water is straight. On the level of seeing, however, the stick is bent. There is no ignorance on either of these levels. Similarly, on the level of knowing, this world manifestation is Brahman. On the level of perceiving, it consists of objects. Perceiving will not change as our sense organs are designed to experience duality. Upon realization or enlightenment, appearance or projection stays, but ignorance or veiling disappears. Concepts stay, but the belief that the concepts refer to reality disappears. Reality, Brahman alone is, without a second. Thank you.